quick overview of conditionals. This will go along with your studying in Chapter 3 of Grammar and Beyond. And actually, I'll go a little beyond what's in there, because I'm going to talk about 3 types of conditionals. There are really only 2 in your book. So basically, let's look at these 2 sentences first, and we'll use those to talk about the first 2 types of conditionals. If you study hard, you will pass. If you studied hard, you would pass. So there's 2 differences here. One uses present here and future here, and one uses past here and would pass over here. So what's the difference in meaning? If I'm teaching you and I say, if you study hard, you will pass this semester, what do I mean? If I say number 2, if you studied hard, you would pass, what do I mean? Answer, this one, number 1, shows that I think it's possible or likely or probable that you'll study hard. I think this is you have a real chance to study hard. It's possible. When I say number 2, if you studied hard, you would pass, what I'm saying is I'm not really confident that you're going to study hard. Maybe it's even impossible for you to study hard. I just know you. So this one is a lot more optimistic. I feel a lot better about your studying than number 2. In general, context means a lot here, of course. A lot of students think that there's a difference between these and how confident I am that you're going to pass if you study. But that's not true. Either one of these says you will or you would. So this is 100%, or it's close to 100%. The question is, will you study hard? Here, I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Here, I'm really not sure. So you could use this kind of conditional in number 2 to show that you're not sure something's going to happen, or you just don't really want to commit to it. Many times this is impossible, and you know that, and you have to use that kind of conditional when it's impossible. So, what are they called in your book? Number 1 is called a real conditional because it has a real chance of happening. Number 2 is unreal because it's got a less chance. It's got a smaller chance of happening. Maybe. I mean, I'm not being very scientific here. There's actually, this is a lot more complicated than I'm making it. But these are the 2 basic ideas. Both of these are about the future. In this case, they're about this semester, what's going to happen this semester. So there's no difference in time for either of these. There's no difference in time. There's no difference in certainty about whether you'll pass. The only difference is I'm not sure whether you're going to study or not. Okay, let me show you. That's everything from your book, basically. That's what we'll be studying in this chapter. But let me introduce this third kind of conditional. Sometimes people call this a type 3 conditional. It's basically also an unreal conditional. It has the same feeling as the second one. It's just about the past. So an unreal past conditional would be one where I'm going to talk about last semester. I'm going to talk about something in the past. And just like the unreal present conditional, I'm not really sure about this. And in fact, because it's the past, it's already over, so I know that it didn't happen. And so in this case, I know you didn't study. I know this is false. This just didn't happen. I would say this to a student who already failed. So it's not that I'm not sure, it's that it already happened and something different happened. So if you had studied hard, you would have passed. But you definitely didn't pass, right? That's why I said that. So if you studied hard, you would have passed. So sorry about that. But notice what we use here is the past perfect. That's how you indicate this. And then over here we use would have. And that's basically the rules for these. It is more complicated than this. But these are kind of the three basic ones that you should just know so that you can build out from there. All right, thank you.